welcome back to my channel. I'm Carla. If you're new here, thanks for watching. And I'd like to give a very special thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you clicking that subscribe button and sticking around to watch my new video. Today's video, I'm going to talk about how to make your fragrance mist last longer. I know Bath & Body Works has a ton of fine fragrance mists and they all smell lovely. They even have their own eau de parfum, which is the perfume. And those are great, but they're a little expensive. So I prefer to get the fine fragrance mist because they're really nice. They have so many different varieties and they don't make everything in the perfume. So I like when they have special deals. Each one is $5 or buy 3 get 3 free. Yeah, I think that's the deal. So I've amassed quite a bit in my collection. My husband says I have enough. I don't know what he's talking about. So anyway, let's get this video started. So number one, I want to talk about how to apply your fine fragrance mist. Now Bath & Body Works says that these are fine fragrance mists and they should be applied to your pulse points. Now your pulse points are your wrists, behind your ears, behind your knees, on your elbows, wherever you have a pulse is a pulse point. So you're going to want to apply there, and when you apply your fine fragrance mist, do not rub it in. I know some people like to rub their wrists together. That's great if you have a perfume, but fine fragrance mists, they're a little lighter. So I don't recommend you doing that because it's going to rub off some of the attributes that it has. As I mentioned before in my previous video, fine fragrance mists are water, alcohol, and the fragrance plus other ingredients, and that's great, but they don't have that staying power that the perfume has. So if you rub, you're going to alter the fragrance. And that's okay, but for some people, but if you want it to last longer, I have a few recommendations for you. Now, if you watched my previous video, I talked about how to save your Bath & Body Works products. And I talked about fine fragrance mists, but I decided today to make a whole video dedicated to just fine fragrance mists. I know a lot of people have fine fragrance mists and they complain that it doesn't last as long and they have to reapply after an hour or they have to reapply throughout the day. And have I got news for you? There are some tips on how to apply them without having to reapply so often. Some people like to take them to the gym, throw it in your gym bag or in your car, and then reapply during lunch or after the gym or whatever, and that's great. But there's some of us that go to work and we don't want to carry a lot of stuff in our bag, or we're going to school. We don't need so many things. What I was going to recommend is layering your scents. Now, if you have the entire collection, for example, if you have the entire collection, you have the shower gel, you have the lotion, you have the cream, the body cream, and you have the fine fragrance mist, you can layer these all together and your scent will last you the whole day. If you don't have it, that's fine. I can show you different ways. But let me also mention that if you have some certain scents that go well together, that helps as well. So for example, I just wanted to mention Snowy Citrus Swirl, which is a tangerine scented body cream, and I also have the shower gel. So if you have something that's orange scented and then you picked up Margarita Cupcake or another citrus smelling fragrance, you can layer that even though they're not part of the same collection. You can totally layer these. It's called layering. So, you could still do that. You can still use the shower gel that has some citrus smelling properties. You can put some body lotion on. As long as you give it a base for the fine fragrance mist to be on your body, the the fine fragrance mist will actually last a lot longer. So I highly recommend doing that, which I love doing. What I do is I go in the shower, I use my mist of the day, I use my scent of the day, and depends on what I feel like using. And I use the lotion if I want to do something light for the day. If not, then I use the cream. If my skin is feeling extra dry, then I do that. And then I apply the fragrance mist. If I skip this step, I don't smell it anymore after an hour. And during quarantine, as of late, I've just been at home, so I can easily reapply. But at the same time, if you are not home and we're getting ready to prepare ourselves to get out of this quarantine, these are some great ways to not only save your product, but also not have to reapply. All right, the next thing I wanted to mention is if you don't even have any of the collection, don't even trip. Don't worry about that. Just as long as you have a body cream that you like, that isn't too strongly scented. This one is a nice, soft, doesn't have any strong, overpowering scent to it. So what you can do is take a dollop of cream, or however much you're going to apply on your body. Get your favorite fragrance mist. And then apply it to your hands and your body. Now, if your body lotion or your body cream is scented, it's going to have a different scent than the fragrance mist. It might give it a different scent, but that's not the final step. So once you've applied it all over your hands, your body, you've given it a layer, and now you've also sprayed it on top. It smells good. It smells like margarita cupcake. Now that, I know I said not to rub, but this is giving it a layer. If you rub without putting a base, it's going to dissipate. It's going to go away. But if you give it a layer to adhere to on your skin, chances are it's going to last a lot longer. So don't forget to do that. The next step is applying it to your hair. I mentioned this in my previous video. So your hair is porous. There are pores in your hair. It depends on if your hair is color treated, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if your hair is color treated or not. Your hair has pores. So what you can do is spray it in your hair. Now that is one way. I have a different way as well. So if you have some hairspray, put some hairspray on, and then put the fine fragrance mist. The hairspray is going to act as another base. It's great. It's great because it also locks it in. Hairspray is supposed to style your hair and kind of give it hold, and so it's perfect to also lock in the fine fragrance mist. So give that a try and let me know how that worked out for you. I think it really works, so try it out. Now I have another great way to add scent to your body, and it's using a unscented deodorant. This deodorant is a crystal, so you have to add water and then apply it. So once you add the water and the crystal to your underarms, give it a spray underneath each side, and that will also lock it in. So using it on your favorite deodorant or the crystal also gives another added benefit to giving your body that scent that you love. And the final way on how to make your fine fragrance mists last longer is applying it to some articles of clothing. So in the summertime, you might want to wear a little scarf, like so, to look extra cute, extra poppin'. So then you add the Fine Fragrance Mist onto the scarf, and voila. Not only does your body smell, your scarf will smell. So you can also have that nice scent on your scarf, and you can smell it from time to time. It works great. In the wintertime, you can use a scarf. And voila, you've added another layer onto your clothes. So it's essentially the same principle. You're adding a scent to your clothing. You can also add it to your favorite hat. In the winter. So there you have it. And also you can even do a hat. So this is a cute little vintage flight attendant hat that I found at a thrift store. Add it to your hat. Sorry, it goes like this. Add it to your hat, and now you have a nice scent all around. You have your body, you have your scarf, you have your hair, underarms, everything. So that is a sure way to have your fragrance mist last a lot longer. So I hope you liked this video. I have so many more ideas on how to use your Bath & Body Works products. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and the like button. That really helps me out. It gives YouTube recommendations to other people that like this video. So tell me what you think. Were these good ideas? Were they bad ideas? Did you already know about some of these? Let me know down below. I'll link my other videos down in the description as well, so you can check those out. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!